To get started with Timebinder, you're probably going to want to import some data. In order to go over the basics of data import, we're going to start with an Excel import module. Much of what applies to an Excel import will be true of other import types. As you can see, I have a new Timebinder file set up. This is what you'll be looking at when you freshly launched the application or created a new file. For this demo, we're going to be focused on the data tray, the render area, and the data view. Let's get started. Go to the Data menu and select the Import submenu. Here you will find all the current data import modules. Select the Excel import module. This will open a file browser. Use the file browser to find the file you are interested in working with. I'm going to open f2007.xls, a file that contains stock price data related to an American car company in 2007. When you find the file you want, go ahead and hit OK. The Excel import module uses a dialog box to configure the import. Timebinder will make some guesses about what's in the file, but it may need your help to parse everything. Let's take a look at that dialog box. In the upper left, you'll find some controls that help Timebinder find the data you want from your spreadsheet. These let you select the worksheet and the Excel file you're interested in, indicate whether your data is in rows or columns, and select start and end cells. In the upper right, you'll find controls related to individual columns of data, including the column type, the data format if applicable, and the column label. Generally, Timebinder does a good job of guessing at how each column should be configured. However, if you need to change something, this is where you'll do it. In the middle, you'll see a representation of the data from your file. By highlighting different columns, you can see how they are configured in the column settings. At the bottom, you'll see some additional controls for identifying column labels, setting global duration values, and setting the import name. When you're done configuring the import, click Preview to see how it will look in the Timebinder data view, or OK to skip the preview. When you're done looking at the preview, you can go back and adjust the settings in the import dialog, or hit OK to finish the import. If everything has gone smoothly, you'll see a couple of things have changed in the Timebinder interface. First, you'll note an import object has appeared in the data tray. It has the same name as the file you imported, and it displays a file path telling you where that file can be found. You will also see your data in the data view, and depending on your current time span, you may see your data in the render area. In our case, the data we've just imported is back in 2007, and we're currently looking at this year. So I'm going to shift-click the magnifying glass to bring all the data into view. We can now see an event marker for each row in the data. If you want to change the way the data file is interpreted by the import module, click the Browse button and then reselect the file you've previously imported. The Refresh button will re-import the data from the source file without changing the settings. If the source file has been updated to include new data, that data will be added to your Timebinder file. You can refresh the data on a regular schedule by checking the Live box on the import module and using the pull-down to select how often you want Timebinder to check for new data. That's the Excel import module. Thanks for tuning in.